The red carpet isn't just about fashion, it's a battlefield. While most stars play it safe in classic tuxedos, a daring few step out to shock, to provoke, and to make history. From bold colors to gender-fluid cuts, from harnesses to pearl chokers, these stars didn't just walk the red carpet, they owned it. In today's video, we're counting down the top 5 white male stars who shocked the red carpet, from the brooding rebel Cole Sprouse to the velvet prince Austin Butler, the unstoppable fashion risk-taker Timothée Chalamet, the rock god Machine Gun Kelly, and the pastel daredevil Ansel Elgort. But which of these red carpet rebels impressed you the most? And which one went too far? Before we dive in, tell us, where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more shocking Hollywood-style moments you won't see anywhere else. Cole Sprouse grew up in front of the camera. For millions, he'll always be remembered as the mischievous boy from Disney's The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. He was the safe crush, the sweet twin, the face of a generation's childhood. But Disney stardom is a double-edged sword. Hollywood rarely takes child actors seriously as adults, and for Cole, the road to reinvention was anything but easy. When he re-emerged in Riverdale as Jughead Jones, fans were stunned. Gone was the squeaky clean Disney kid. Now he was brooding, edgy, the kind of character that made teenage hearts race again. But even then, Cole risked being typecast. Critics wondered if he'd ever be able to shed the image of a teen actor. For many, his career could have stalled right there. And then came the red carpet. Cole used fashion as his weapon of transformation. Instead of blending into the crowd of Hollywood men in safe tuxedos, he embraced a darker, more avant-garde aesthetic. Unbuttoned shirts that teased just enough skin, slim tailored suits in deep velvet, bold patterns, even gender-fluid twists on classic menswear. Cole made sure every appearance was a statement. Suddenly, he wasn't just a TV star, he was a fashion rebel. Of course, the internet noticed. Some loved the new Cole, praising his moody, edgy vibe. Others dragged him, accusing him of trying too hard to be artsy. But here's the truth. Controversy meant attention, and attention kept him in the conversation. His boldest looks came at high-profile events, Met Gala appearances where his choices pushed him beyond Disney star turned CW actor and into Hollywood's red carpet wild card. Photographers loved him because he never played it safe. Fans loved him because he embodied something more relatable, the struggle to grow up, to shed old labels, to become your own person. Behind the camera, Cole also built a reputation as a serious photographer, shooting for Teen Vogue, W Magazine, and the Sunday Times. That creative eye bled into his personal style. He wasn't just wearing fashion. He was curating an aesthetic, an image that blurred the lines between actor, artist, and icon. But with reinvention came scandal. His messy breakup with co-star Lily Reinhart spilled across social media, fueling gossip and online wars. Some fans turned against him. Tabloids called him arrogant, aloof, problematic. Yet every scandal only added to his mystique. Cole wasn't Disney's golden boy anymore. He was unpredictable, flawed, and magnetic. Today, Cole Sprouse is no longer trapped by his Disney past. On the red carpet, he stands as proof that you don't need to be safe to be successful. His fashion risks, his edgy aura, and his refusal to conform make him one of the most talked about young stars of his generation. He shocked the red carpet, and in doing so, he shocked Hollywood into seeing him differently. The question is, did Cole Sprouse reinvent himself into a true icon, or is he still running from his Disney shadow? Drop a 1 in the comments if you think Cole's best and boldest red carpet moments are still to come. Austin Butler is the kind of star who feels like he was born for Hollywood's golden age. With his tall frame, piercing eyes, and a voice that carries the echo of old legends, he's often compared to the matinee idols of the past. But make no mistake, Austin is no relic. He's the velvet prince of today's red carpets, a man who mixes classic Hollywood glamour with a modern edge that keeps everyone watching. His journey started in Nickelodeon and Disney sitcoms, where he played the charming blonde boy next door. For years, he was forgettable background noise in Hollywood's crowded teen star machine. But then came Elvis, a role that transformed him from that guy from kids' TV into a global phenomenon. His haunting performance earned him a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination, cementing his place in the industry. Yet while Elvis made him a household name, the red carpet made him a fashion icon. Austin didn't stick to basic tuxedos. Instead, he elevated menswear with velvet textures, dramatic tailoring, and unexpected flourishes. At the Met Gala, he channeled rock and roll royalty in custom Prada, commanding attention with his regal presence. On other red carpets, he stunned in all-white glam or midnight suits that shimmered under the flash of cameras. Every appearance whispered the same message. He wasn't just an actor. He was a Hollywood prince reborn. But with praise comes criticism. Some accused Austin of leaning too hard into his Elvis persona, even speaking with the king's voice long after filming ended. Others claimed his style was too calculated, too polished, too safe compared to the shock value of his peers. Where was the risk? Where was the rebellion? And yet, that's the secret of Austin Butler. He doesn't need chaos to dominate the carpet. His shock factor comes from refinement, the way he can turn something as simple as velvet into a moment that feels unforgettable. In a sea of over-the-top stunts, Austin's controlled glamour stands out as its own rebellion. Luxury brands have taken note. He's now a favorite of Saint Laurent, Valentino, and Cartier, often front row at Paris Fashion Week. Photographers chase him not because he's outrageous, but because he embodies the dream, timeless masculinity meeting high fashion. He is proof that shock doesn't always come from breaking rules. It can come from perfecting them. Today, Austin Butler is no longer that blonde kid from Disney. He's a man who reinvented himself through performance and presentation, using both cinema and fashion to claim his throne. Whether you see him as Hollywood's velvet prince or a carefully manufactured star, one thing is undeniable. When Austin steps on the red carpet, all eyes are on him. The question is, will Austin Butler remain the velvet prince of Hollywood, or will he shock us next by tearing down the very image he's built? Drop a 2 in the comments if you think his next chapter will be his boldest yet. Timothée Chalamet isn't just an actor. He's a cultural phenomenon. With his delicate features, sharp jawline, and magnetic energy, he became Hollywood's most unexpected leading man. But while his performances in Call Me By Your Name, Dune, and Wonka made him a critical darling, it's the red carpet where Timothée truly made history. He isn't simply a movie star. He is the fashion prince who dares to break every rule of menswear. In a world where men are expected to stick to classic tuxedos, Timothée rewrote the script. Who could forget the Louis Vuitton harness he wore to the Golden Globes? It was leather, sleek, unapologetically bold, and instantly iconic. Then came the backless satin halter top at the Venice Film Festival, shimmering in crimson. It wasn't just clothing, it was a statement. Timothée declared that the red carpet doesn't belong to tradition. It belongs to whoever has the courage to own it. Critics and fans alike couldn't stop talking. Some hailed him as the future of fashion, a young man unafraid to embrace androgyny and queer-coded aesthetics. Others mocked him, calling him pretentious, even try hard. But here's the thing, nobody could ignore him. And in Hollywood, being unforgettable is the ultimate power. What makes Timothée different isn't just the clothes, it's the way he wears them. On the carpet, he doesn't look like he's following instructions from a stylist. He looks like he's playing, experimenting, enjoying the chaos of breaking rules. That authenticity makes every photo go viral. His style isn't about shock for the sake of attention. It's about artistry, about telling a story with fabric, cut, and silhouette. And the luxury world has embraced him. From Vogue to GQ, Timothée dominates covers. Chanel chose him as the face of Bleu de Chanel, one of the most prestigious fragrance campaigns in the world. At the Met Gala, he's not just a guest, he's the centerpiece. Fashion houses fight to dress him because they know if Timothée wears it, it will trend worldwide. But fashion isn't his only rebellion. His choice of roles often blurs lines of masculinity, from queer-coded characters to fragile anti-heroes. On screen and off, he represents a new kind of leading man, one who doesn't need to be hyper-masculine to be powerful. For queer fans, Timothée is more than eye candy. He's a symbol of freedom, proof that beauty, elegance, and softness can coexist with strength. Of course, the debates rage on. Is Timothée Chalamet a true fashion revolutionary, or just the lucky face of a cultural moment? Does he push boundaries, or does he simply reflect a generation hungry for androgyny and fluidity? Either way, one thing is undeniable. Timothée has shocked the red carpet more times than anyone else on this list. He doesn't just dress for the cameras, he creates moments. The kind of moments that redefine what a man can wear and still command the spotlight. So here's the question. Is Timothée Chalamet truly the prince of red carpet fashion, or has he already become its king? Drop a 3 in the comments if you believe his reign has only just begun. Machine Gun Kelly has always been a lightning rod. From his early days as a tattooed rapper in Cleveland to his reinvention as a punk rock frontman, MGK has built a career on chaos, controversy, and unapologetic self-expression. But if there's one place where he shocks even more than on stage, it's the red carpet. In an industry where male celebrities often hide behind black tuxedos, Machine Gun Kelly shows up as if the carpet were his personal battlefield. He's worn bubblegum pink tuxedos, dazzling silver sequined suits, sheer tops, harnesses, pearl chokers, and even blood-red spikes that looked more like armor than clothing. Every outfit screams rebellion. Every look feels like a middle finger to tradition. And people notice. Some fans cheer, calling him the future of fashion, a man brave enough to play with femininity and gender-fluid styles without apology. Others roll their eyes, dismissing him as a try-hard who hides weak music behind shocking clothes. But here's the truth. Love him or hate him, no one can ignore him. And in Hollywood, that's the ultimate win. His most unforgettable moments came at the Billboard Music Awards and the American Music Awards, where his outfits became memes, headlines, and cultural talking points. At one Met Gala, he shimmered in all pink, covered in crystals, holding hands with Megan Fox, turning their relationship into a performance piece that blurred the line between love story and spectacle. Suddenly, he wasn't just a musician, he was a walking headline. MGK's fashion choices also connect him to a wider movement. In a time where masculinity is being redefined, he represents a new archetype. The tattooed bad boy who isn't afraid of eyeliner, crop tops, or painted nails. He smashes the box of what a rock star should look like. And by doing so, he speaks to a generation that sees beauty in fluidity, chaos, and self-expression. Luxury brands may not embrace him as quickly as they do Timothée Chalamet or Austin Butler, but MGK has carved out his own lane. He doesn't look like a model for Dior. He looks like the rebel crashing the party, the one everyone ends up talking about. He may not be the Met Gala's prince, but he's its wild card. Of course, his controversies bleed into fashion, his messy feuds, his wild interviews, his constant reinventions. They all add fuel to the fire. For some, his fashion is just another stunt. For others, it's proof that MGK is fearless, willing to risk mockery to create a moment that lasts. Today, Machine Gun Kelly stands as one of Hollywood's most unpredictable red carpet stars. He doesn't play it safe. He doesn't dress for approval. He dresses to provoke. And in a world where playing it safe means disappearing, MGK's willingness to shock ensures he'll always be remembered. So here's the question. Is Machine Gun Kelly a fashion revolutionary or just Hollywood's loudest rebel? Drop a 1 in the comments if you think his red carpet chaos is exactly what the industry needs. Ansel Elgort had the world at his feet. Tall, handsome, and effortlessly charming, he shot to fame with The Fault in Our Stars, breaking hearts as the romantic lead. Then came Baby Driver, a stylish thriller that proved he wasn't just a teen idol. He could carry a blockbuster. Hollywood anointed him its next golden boy, but what nobody expected was how he would use the red carpet to completely reinvent himself. While his peers stuck to safe tuxedos, Ansel embraced color. Pastel pink suits, icy blue tailoring, bold yellow accents, he made choices that turned heads and set him apart. Suddenly, this all-American heartthrob was dressing like a fashion daredevil. On carpets from Los Angeles to Paris, he wore looks that felt playful, modern, and even gender-bending. He wasn't just attending premieres, he was making statements. But Ansel's story isn't without shadows. Allegations and controversies threatened to derail his career. For a moment, Hollywood distanced itself, and the boy who once seemed unstoppable was suddenly in limbo. Many thought his career would quietly fade, and yet he didn't disappear. Instead, he leaned on style as a tool of reinvention. Every appearance became bolder, every outfit more daring. He wasn't just wearing clothes, he was crafting an identity. Fashion became the way he reminded the world he was still here, still relevant, still a star. Luxury brands began to take notice. Dior, Prada, and Valentino invited him to shows and dressed him in custom pieces. Fashion magazines started photographing him not just as an actor, but as a style risk-taker. By the time he walked the Met Gala carpet in pastel tailoring that blurred the line between masculine classic and modern flair, Ansel had rebranded himself from safe golden boy to pastel rebel. Fans were divided. Some cheered his boldness, seeing him as a male star unafraid to break the monotony of Hollywood red carpets. Others dismissed his choices as stunts, arguing he was using fashion to distract from his controversies. But whether they loved him or hated him, one thing was certain. They were talking about him. And in Hollywood, being talked about is survival. What makes Ansel's red carpet evolution iconic is his willingness to risk mockery in pursuit of individuality. He may not be as consistently shocking as Timothée Chalamet or as chaotic as Machine Gun Kelly, but his pastel suits and bold styling stand out precisely because they're unexpected. He proved that you don't have to scream to shock, you can whisper in pink and the world will still listen. Today, Ansel Elgort remains a polarizing figure. His film career may have slowed, but his red carpet presence ensures he's never forgotten. He is a reminder that sometimes reinvention doesn't happen on screen. It happens in the flash of a camera under the lights of the carpet. So here's the question. Did Ansel Elgort's pastel rebellion save his image? Or was it just another illusion? Drop a 5 in the comments if you think his most iconic red carpet moment is still ahead. From pastel suits to velvet royalty, from leather harnesses to pink tuxedos, these 5 stars proved that the red carpet is more than just a runway. It's a battlefield where identity, rebellion, and artistry collide. Cole Sprouse shed his Disney past with edgy risks. Austin Butler showed us the power of timeless glamour. Timothée Chalamet rewrote menswear rules with fearless elegance. Machine Gun. Kelly turned chaos into couture, and Ansel Elgort used pastel rebellion to reinvent himself. Together, they remind us that shocking the red carpet isn't just about clothes. It's about courage, reinvention, and daring to be unforgettable. Which look left you speechless? And who do you think deserves the crown as the ultimate red carpet rebel? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more untold Hollywood fashion stories.